On to you, Taurus, out here. So you have the Sun card. Hopefully, you Taurus are having a good day. You Taurus have the Sun card, the Ace of Wands, and you have the Five of Wands, right? Ooh, so interesting stuff. So for you, Taurus, immediately what comes to my mind is the attention that you Taurus are getting, because right back on it again, right back up on the horse. You're doing your thing out here. You're not letting whatever happened to you stop you. The Ace of Wands and the Five of Wands is how it is that a lot of the people that wish for you to be down and out and upset, they're the ones that's mad, because you Taurus are actually feeling yourselves now. And so because of that, you Taurus are going right back to being beautiful. Now, I never said that you Taurus weren't beautiful. I didn't say all of that. What I'm saying is that you Taurus are going right back to you Taurus are going right back to carrying yourselves before this idiot got in the way and telling you a bunch of nonsense. Because you Taurus were in a little bit with someone that basically got in the way and told you some nonsense, and you were in a dysfunctional relationship with them as it is, and you Taurus got out of the dysfunctional relationship, and then now you Taurus actually feel like y'all are living your lives and living well. So the situation with that is now you Taurus actually feel good, because that emotional dysfunction is actually away from you, because you got rid of it, right? You don't feel that kind of emotional baggage that you have anymore. And so the Five of Wands, people that was upset at you, they mad at that. They really mad at that. They mad at it. They mad at it because it's a situation where it's like, they wanted you Taurus to be down. They wanted you Taurus to, have your head hang low, like, what's gonna, and the situation with that is, obviously it didn't work out like that, because you Taurus have a lot more confidence in yourselves, enough to be able to know to stay away from people who want you to be like that. But not only that too, but also the way that you Taurus are like, nah, it's time for you to go back to yourself. And this is what I keep saying. If you Taurus can take that kind of mentality and then put it into a relationship where you Taurus can have that kind of focus, but at the same time still give that or share that with someone else, and at the same time take care of yourself as well, golden. That is the golden ratio right there. That is the golden amount right there, to where you could be in a relationship and give it to them, but then at the same time also take time to be like, okay, I'm gonna also take this amount of time to give back to myself. So I'm maintaining myself and continuing making myself look handsome, pretty, healthy, whatever you do, right? Whatever you do. And see, the Wheel of Fortune and the Star card is about how you Taurus, and because a lot of people is upset, time has changed, right? And you're a lot more prepared. Time has changed. So the Star card represents how a lot of people now are kind of like acting like, they was never mean to you, right? I'm sure of it. Now that you Taurus are doing your thing, I'm sure people are like, I was never mean to you. You don't know what you're talking about. You no say, I don't know. I was never mean to you. You're going loca. You're going loco. I don't know what you're talking about. You losing your mind. And it's not that it's not that you Taurus are losing your mind. It's just that they're kissing up to you now, because now that I see that you're doing better than you were when you were with this person and that you write back on it. Now you ain't dealing with the stress. Now it's the sense of, oh wow, I expected you to do horrible, but now that you're not doing horrible, and you Taurus actually doing great. What do I do now, right? And so the thing is that that's what the star card represents, the kissing up. The kissing up, them trying to figure out what do they do with this situation, right? And so, which is, they have an answer. They just kiss up to you. So the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Swords right here represents how, but you Taurus just know where it is that your allegiance is. Your family, your friends, the people who've been there with you, making sure that you Taurus are good since day one, definitely. And the Five of Swords right here represents, and since that's the case, a lot of you are in a position where a lot of you happen to be very well off because of it. Because you Taurus don't have to deal with people trying to come in and, like I said, mess with your peace and all of that. You know, now granted, right? Granted, you know, Taurus, y'all. Okay. Excuse me. But sorry about that. But yeah, they're kissing up to you. And so the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, you Taurus know where it is that your allegiances are. You know that you Taurus, you are staying loyal to the people that have your back, regardless of whether you're up, down, it doesn't matter. And see, the Ace of Wands is all about, the Ace of Swords is about, you know, your mind is sharper now. Your mind is more aware now of people and their inconsistency, you know, their passive aggressive behavior, their ability to lie, put on front, act, not really be who they present themselves to be, right? A lot of people who, you know, are not really transparent about who they are. And I was just talking about it in my I think it was my Capricorn. No, not my Capricorn. My Libra video about how the passive aggressive thing is something that a lot of fake people do. Passive aggressiveness is fake people's language. You know, it's their language. It's their whole thing, right? Because they're cowards. They're cowards. So instead of standing up to the people that treated them like trash, right? And sometimes people haven't treated them like trash, but they feel like they want to live life like this. So what do? They don't come to people directly and let people know that they have a problem. They use politics. And this is what I mean when I say that I don't rock with politics, because politics is used, first and foremost, politics is not real. It's only real in the sense that people are easily controlled. And the reason for that is because, for many reasons. But what you Taurus have been going through, you've been going through a lot of political stuff, which is like not political in the sense of like DJT and Kamala and all of that. That's not what I'm referring to. Politics is unfortunately in so many different aspects of life. I'm talking about even in your day-to-day life as Taurus, where it's like you Taurus can't even, your day-to-day life, where it's like people made a decision that they don't like you. They don't really have facts to kind of go along with why they don't like you. They just don't like you. So you're seeing the effects, but they don't have a cause, right? They just don't like you, which goes to show you how socially awkward that is. Because I've been talking about it before. You should not dislike somebody just for the simple fact that you don't like them. That is dysfunction. That is malfunction. You cannot, if even when it comes to dating, you cannot dislike somebody, even when it comes to dating, simply for the fact of, well, I don't like the person. Why not? Well, I don't like him. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. A person who doesn't like somebody, whether it's friendship, whether it's dating, if there's no real reason why, you should go out with that person. If you need to come up with something stupid to say, okay, I don't like this person, it means that you're a fake individual. It means that you're a fake individual. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's never been a time where I've looked at somebody that I could date, regardless of whether they're Hispanic, Asian, BLK, or white tea, or whatever the case may be, whatever slang people are using, right? And me look at them and be like, oh, I don't want to hang out with them because they're this, right? Like, it's never been that. What it's 100% of the time has always been is, I don't want to hang out with them because of their character being this way. I don't like their character. I don't like this about them. I don't like them because of this real valid reason. They're in their 50s and trying to date me, and okay, but the problem with that is they have little ones, right? They have children, okay, that are my age. Okay, so that could be a complication. Okay, we're in the same age group, but they still going through baby daddy issues. Stay away from them, right? I need to stay away from them. You understand what I'm saying? It's always been valid, legitimate reasons. It's never been, oh, I don't like this person. Why? Because this person has chinky eyes or something like that. That's stupid. And so they don't really have a real reason why they don't rock with you, which goes to show you, see, people who have to come up with, like, see, this is what I'm trying to say, like, because what I'm trying to get you, Taurus, to understand is the mental work. That's a person, people who think like that, that's a deficient, I'm not even gonna lie, that's a deficiency. Because what is going on with them where they're freaking out in such a way where it's like they're breaking down? It's like, what is wrong with you? And it really goes to show you how awkward, like I said before, how awkward they are. They don't really have a real legitimate reason why they don't rock with you. They just all of a sudden don't rock with you. And see, the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles speaks to how, like, and then, but now they want to be all friends with you and cool with you. And it's like, nah. So so the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles speaks to how you just got to stay away from them. And they're going to try to make it seem like they was always cool with you, but just stay away from them. Just stay away from them. They're gonna make it seem like they always knew that you were on point and that you were doing your thing and that all of this stuff. Stay away from them. So let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, Star card. Six of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and then you have the Five of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, right? So the Eight of Pentacles, the Star card, and the Six of Pentacles to clarify the Nine of Pentacles. What's up, baby? These three cards right here are about how the Eight of Pentacles and the Star card, right? The Eight of Pentacles and the Star card and the Six of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles speaks to how you, Taurus, are ready to get rid of them all, to stop talking to all of them who gave you a hard time. Because maybe even was some news that may have broken that changed their way. But I want you, Taurus, to understand this is the reason why it is. This is the same reason why it is that you are where you are. You're doing much better now. And a lot of those wicked-minded individuals are in the position that they're in because they stupid. Because it was no different when the situation with me, when a person, y'all know what I'm gonna refer to, back when I was 15, when a person said, oh, I had essayed them, the R word, and then later it would come out, oh, you didn't. And I'm like, yeah, I knew that. But then everybody wanted to know, like, oh, how do you know that? And I'm like, don't do this. This is gonna make y'all look really stupid. Don't do this. And it's like, oh, well, how do we know? Because when I was telling people the story, everybody was kind of like on her side. And I was like, the only way that you not gonna go ahead and like understand this is you have to be literally stupid. Like you would have to have brain damage to listen to what this person say. So everybody's like, how? And I'm like, and this is, I'm talking about me at the time. And I'm like, I'm still a virgin. I'm talking about at the time. Not now, but at the time. And they're like, really? I'm like, but you see how far I had to go, like having to tell people about my romantic history at the time just to get people to understand. So it's like unless the person climbed over me when I was asleep, when everybody in my house was asleep, found my house, found my apartment, snuck in while we was asleep quietly, you know what I'm saying? And did it in the room with my two other siblings. I don't know how they could, you know. It's like, because I guarantee you, my DNA is not going to be on them walls. It's like, what you mean? It's not. So the point that I'm trying to make here with that is, when I was going through something like that, so many people was immediately, and I'm like, how are you looking at this with no evidence? And this tells a tale about how people are so caught up. They love the dysfunction. They love that. And it goes to show you why we're in Toon world. Because the Star card and the Six of Pentacles. Right? So now after leaning so far into it, right? Yeah, we're going to chastise you, Taurus. Now the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Cups is, now you, Taurus, are the ones to be like, nah, you ain't really rock with them. You see it. You're not angry. You're not upset. You're quite calm, cool, collected. You just ain't rocking with them. And they got to live with that. And they better not dare ask you why you don't want to rock with them. Because you might tell them. And you might tell them honestly. And the way that you may break it down to them is so calm, cool, collected, but just give them the facts. No emotion, not a lot of emotion attached to it. But give them it in a way where you know why. So why are we even playing like this is even a thing? You know why. And they're going to look at you, Taurus, like, yeah, we do know why. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Peace.